Alright, hey there everybody, welcome to this reading for tomorrow, March 22nd. Thank you all for being here. If you're coming to this video, not live, go down below. All the timestamps are below this video. We are going to get started here in like 13 minutes, somewhere around there. So welcome everybody. Mark, hello. Jesse, hello. And everybody else that's jumping in here, welcome. Thank you for being here. I do have some super chats to take care of. So, Castay, thank you for the super chat. And you have the Seven of Wands here. So, I'd say don't give up. I feel like you need to make sure not to give up on something financial. I do feel like there could be some sort of financial change coming in for you soon, Cass. So, I feel like saying don't give up on something financial is what I'd say to you. Or there's like, I feel like there's better financial times coming in soon for you. Coach Cat, thank you as always. And you have the Five of Swords. And the Hangman, I feel like you're just waiting. Yeah, it's weird because I got waiting on this card. This card does not mean waiting, but that's like the word that I got here. So I feel like you've been waiting. Yeah, look, more waiting cards for you, Coach Cat. So I feel like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something to return. Yeah, but I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like things are getting better for you. I feel like there are going to be like good things coming in for you here. So definitely improvements. I feel like you're just headed towards improvements. Kind of a simple message. Val A, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the Hierophant. I would just say follow the rules. This came up for a few people. So, yeah, I mean, this has come up for like a few weeks that people just need to follow the rules right now. So I feel like you just need to kind of like follow the basic rules of whatever it is that you're doing in life. So, yeah, I would just say like follow the rules is what I'd say here. Let's pull another card. Yeah, I feel like, but there could be a celebration for you this week. So I do feel like a lot of good stuff coming in for you. Alice Lawson, thank you as always for the support. You say, can I have a card for tomorrow? Happy birthday, by the way. Jeez. You have the Ten of Swords, so yeah, I feel like you're moving on. This is like a card of like death, you know, it's like the death card in a lot of ways. So, and you have the Lovers. So I feel like you're moving on. Look at this, Alice. Jeez, look at this. In the world, yeah, I feel like you're stepping through a new portal. So this could be bringing in more. This could be bringing in new love, or there could be more love coming in for you. Definitely with these two cards, but it could be like you stepping through a completely new beginning. There could be like a total new beginning, or there could be a total new start as far as your love life is concerned. Like, you know, maybe you have love in your life for the first time in a while or something. So I definitely feel that. I also feel like there could be a choice. These are both two choice cards. I just say pick the new path if you're making choices. But that looks amazing is what I'm going to say to you, Alice. So happy birthday. Thank you again. Lisa, thank you for the super chat. Expectations once reconciled with Alicia in business. I feel like you both need to be open. But yeah, I feel like you could work on this. So what I would say to you is I feel like you need to just be open to the situation, be open to making sure that you both kind of go with the change is what I'd say. But I feel like it could be worked on with this Page of Pentacles. So I'm really happy to see this card actually here because, again, I feel like it could say that things will be, you know, kind of move forward really well is what I'd say there. Lisa, thank you for the super chat. Please pull a card for sick husband and wife. Ace of Swords, health. So I feel like you will be healing. I feel like things will change here. Yeah, Nine of Cups getting better. So I feel like you will be getting better, getting a wish. So it looks like health, healing. Mystic Moon, is my BFGF done with my family? Wait, where am I? Is my ex-boyfriend done with... I think you're saying, is my ex-boyfriend's done with his girlfriend finally? I would say, no, I feel like he's too stuck in his head. Yeah, I feel like that they could be kind of like going back around is what I'd say here. But I don't know. Yeah, like I said, that's like a repeating karmic cycle, the Wheel of Fortune. So I almost feel like it's just repeating. Elizabeth Gonzalez, you have the King of Pentacles and the Death card. I feel like could be a new job coming in for you or just more money is what I'd say here, Elizabeth. And so Elizabeth. Oh, yeah, Elizabeth. By the way, I got your super chat. Yes. So yes, Elizabeth, I feel like that, yes, that you will be, that there could be more money. This could also be love with an earth sign coming in for you. I feel like I've said that to you before as well. So there definitely could be an earth sign coming in for you, but I feel more money as well, Elizabeth. LFS, I would say yes, but I feel like you need to stop doing this right here, which is like working for just like a little bit, you know, where they're just like just giving you a little here. So I feel like you need to be careful of that. But yeah, I feel like you'll be happy. It's a card of a quick change, so I feel like there will be a change for you, is what I'd say. Sue, should I take the temp job? Yes, definitely. Yes, no doubt about it. Sue, the Nine of Spades comes up non-stop, all the time in the readings. All of a sudden, Nine of Swords, literally the card of a part-time job that turns into a full-time job. It comes up all the time. Chariot says that there will be a victory here, so I'd say yes, no doubt about it. Yes, for whatever reason. I don't know why the energy is like this, but yes. Lindy, thank you as always for the super chat. You have the Knight of Swords, so there could be somebody who wants to move forward very quickly with you in the near future. Could be an air sign. That's like a first for you, is what I'd say here. Yeah, it could lead to marriage, so I don't know. You could meet somebody who wants to marry you right away. I don't know. I feel like this could be coming in like over the next 3 months for you, Lindy. And money, Queen of Pentacles, I feel like money is just going to be stable, very straightforward is what I'd say here. But, but again, that could be a good thing. Like I feel like you'll have money, plenty of money, and things will be good. So money looks good as well, Lindy. Angela, you have the Ace of Wands here, so I feel like it could be a very creative week for you. I feel like there could be a lot of success for you next week as well with this card, but I'm mostly getting creative, and I feel like there could be a lot of growth opportunity also, but mostly having to do with like work or something like that is popping into my head. So I don't know, there could be an opportunity to grow at work. Yeah, I feel like it could make you very happy as well. So Angela, that looks amazing. Kathy, thank you for the super chat, by the way. If you have a question, Kathy, I'm trying to see if you have a question, but Kathy, if you have a question, pop it in for sure, but thank you. Matt, you say, why did the Scorpio walk away from me? I feel like there was, let's see. Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups. I feel like this is over, if I'm being honest. Ten of Cups is a card of completion, Matthew, is what I'd say to you. I feel like she wasn't completely open about her feelings with this card here, but I feel like she just didn't want to hurt you in some ways, what's popping into my head. But I feel like, yeah, I mean, I really don't feel like there is an answer here, but I do feel like this is for the best with the Justice card, is what I'm going to say to you. Yeah, I feel like there's new love coming in for you. Yeah, I feel like you're about to release this burden, Matthew, is what I'd say to you. So I feel like you're about to move on to something else, is what I'd say. There. Yeah, I feel like you're moving on. I feel like you're going to be curious about someone new. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she felt like there was an imbalance in the relationship is kind of what I'm getting. The Seven of Swords could represent cheating, but I don't feel that for you. So I don't really feel like cheating, but so I wouldn't say that, but I do feel like there's an imbalance. Rebecca, thank you for the super chat. You have the Judgment card, so I feel like you're getting on your path is what I'm getting here. So I feel like you're moving towards your true purpose more. So I feel like it's just saying that you are finally like on the right path. I feel like maybe you felt like you were off your path. You were kind of like not on the right path, and now you're on the right path. So yeah, that feels probably pretty good, is what I'd say, or you will be soon, is what I'd say there. So I like it. I like it a lot. Librador, will a Scorpio make contact? I would say, yeah. No, I feel like you have to make contact, or I feel like there needs to be more flirting or something here with this King of Wands. So I would say yes, no, to you. I feel like I would put a little bit more energy in, but I do feel like saying yes. I feel like they will take the leap of faith with this card here. So, yeah. Jenna, thank you for the super chat. Can I get a read on my health? I am not a doctor, Jenna, so please do not take this as medical advice, but thank you. And you have the King of Cups and the Page of Wands here. I feel like you'll be discovering things about your health is what I would say to you. This King of Cups is like a return, but it's also like a card of paying attention to cycles. We're at the end of, Chiron left, Pisces finally, and but it's only in the first couple of degrees here of Aries. It's at 1.4 something degrees. So it's this is repeating cycles in health. Again, this is according to Chris's crappy astrology here, not accurate astrology. But what I would say is that to me, it can represent repeating cycles. So, it says pay attention to repeating cycles in health, and that will allow you to fix your health faster. And again, that's what this card would represent, is what I'd say to you. So thank you again. Let me just refresh this. Welcome everybody that's jumping in here, by the way. We are going to get started in about 4 minutes. So we're getting started in about 4 minutes. Jay Brown, I would say be patient here. I feel like you need to trust your intuition, but I would almost tell you to be patient. I wouldn't do it just yet, but I do. But at the same time, I feel like you already know what you're going to do anyway. So I would just do what you're going to do, is what I'd say, even with this card here. So I feel like you are going to move on, is what I'd say. Mystic Moon. Does my ex-BF stalk me on Facebook? Yeah, probably, is what I'd say. Yeah, I would say yes. Yes, is what I'd say to you. Nettie, a card for my new job, please. Congratulations. I feel like you could feel there's a lot of competition, but I wouldn't worry about it. I would just say stay out of your head and look at this job realistically for what it is here, because I feel like this is just saying that there could be, you could be swept up into illusions about what the job is. Yeah, you have the Two of Wands, straightforward approach, just doing the job as the job is described will probably be the best thing for you. I feel like it'll lead to a lot of success. I feel like you have to be patient, but I feel like there's a lot of growth opportunity and a lot of success coming in for you here, so I would just roll with it, is what I'd say to you, Nettie. But that looks amazing, so I like that a lot. George, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. You need to trust your heart. What your heart is telling you here is what I'd say to you. It's like a choice. I feel like you have a choice in a financial matter. Of course you do, right? Yeah, I feel like you're, and I feel like there's more money coming in, but I feel like you need to let go of those fears, is what I'd say. I feel like there's like a lot of success coming in for you. Nine of Pentacles. There's like a lot of money and things like that, but I feel like you need to run towards something that you're passionate about. I feel like you need to follow your heart or just trust what your heart is telling you to do, like in a financial matter as well. I feel like it's going to guide you towards, the truth, basically. So it's going to give you everything that you need. Going to give you the things that you want in your life. So, George, that looks amazing, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I feel like you just... I also got something about the truth. So it's not like you're lying or anything like that, but I feel like you need to just tell the truth or say the truth is what I'd say here. So I feel like you just need to, like, follow the truth, basically. I feel like that will lead to the most success, for sure. For sure. All right, welcome everybody that's here. By the way, we are going to get started we're going to start with Aries, and we are going to get started in about 2 minutes. So 2-minute countdown. Darcy, hello. Valencia, thank you as always for the super chat. You have the Empress, abundance. There's abundance coming in for you, is what I'd say. I feel like you've been waiting for a very long time for this abundance, but I feel like there's money coming in. Yeah, I just feel like you need to create balance between like work and the rest of your life, but I really wouldn't worry about it. I feel like there's tons of money coming in for you in the future, probably through your own kind of things. Is Jake home? Yes, Jake is home. He actually worked from home today. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to, 1 minute. 1 minute countdown, actually. So we are going to get started in 1 minute. I'm actually not going to use this deck tonight. So I'm going to get rid of this. And Lisa Weber, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Feel free to pop your question in. Live, Laugh, Love, thank you for the super chat. You have the Six of Cups, happiness, and kind of on the right path. Yeah, I feel like there could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. So definitely could be love coming in for you. Looks amazing, is what I'd say. Or if you have love, could be your Knight in Shining Armor. There could be a lot of happiness. But, again, that Six of Cups always tells me keep it childlike, keep it fun, is what I'd say to you. So that's the most important. All right, we're going to get started here, everybody, in probably 30 seconds, somewhere around there. So welcome, everybody, but we are going to start with Aries, of course. And, all right. Yeah, no, I didn't like that deck tonight, Jody. Sorry. I apologize. Jazz Phelps, thank you for the super chat. You say finances. I feel like you feel like restriction in your finances right now. I feel like you feel like you can't make enough money. But yeah, I feel like there is more money coming in for you here, is what I'd say. I feel like you're wasting your time at work, though, is popping into my head. I don't know. I feel like there could be either a better job or there's something better that you need to go for, because I feel like that you could be wasting your time. That's what popped into my head. So yeah, that's what I would say to you. Mystic Moon, I did not miss your super chat. I definitely answered it for sure. If you're talking about the X one, I would just you're gonna have to drag it back and find it. But I definitely answered it. Sandy. Could you tell me if my best friend, Noel, is interested in me as something more than a friend? Yeah, but I feel like he just, sitting on his biscuit, not willing to risk it, is what I'd say to you, Sandy. This right here is just saying that, he's not willing to risk it in some way. So, yeah, I feel like he's just not willing to risk it. But I would be patient, because I feel like with enough flirting, you could probably get him to move. Yeah, there could be a love offer here. So I do feel like there could be a love offer for sure, is what I'd say to you. But, all right, welcome, everybody. We're late, so we are going to get started now. I am going to start with Aries. So, again, thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Make sure to drop a like on this video. I appreciate all the likes as well. I will be back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm here every night. People keep writing to me on, Facebook and everything. They're like, I missed you. I'm like, I'm live at exactly the same time. I'm pretty hard to miss. So, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be live tomorrow. So make sure to be here with all the other cool kids, of course. But, all right, Aries, what do we have for you, Aries people? Aries, what is going on for you? Aries, you start off with the Seven of Pentacles here, so I do feel that there could be growth. I do feel growth in your finances mostly. I also feel like you could be looking back, it's like you're looking back on the past for financial resources or something like that. So I don't know. I feel like some of you could be asking somebody for money, or maybe you need to do that, is what I'd say. That's a pretty weird message for this card. I mean, that's not even what this card means, but it's definitely what I'm getting. So I do feel like some of you could need to ask somebody for money, or I feel like there are other resources financially for you that if you open up to, then I feel like that will lead to more money. Next, you have the Four of Swords here. So I do feel like some of you could be going through a financial recovery as well, Aries. I'd say that's very slow. So again, that could be part of the problem. I'd also say, by the way, if you're going through like a health recovery, this could also say that, some sort of health recovery that you were going through is also slow. That it's like taking its time and you just have to be patient. I'm also getting kind of like, I'm also getting like testing as well. So I feel like some of you could be like having allergy testing, or that could be for like one of you or something. I do feel like it will provide you with answers, but this could also be you testing your diet or kind of like figuring things out. It really wouldn't surprise me if you were kind of doing that. Just, looking at this chart as well, Aries, like I was saying, Chiron went retrograde like into Pisces, where it was for like forever, torturing everybody more or less, and then it moved forward again, and it like retrograded at like 2 degrees of Aries or somewhere around there. So it's like, it dragged that Pisces energy in, retrograded back into Pisces, then it went back forward through Pisces. So it's like we're still dealing with that energy until we get past like 2 degrees or somewhere around there. So, we could call it like 3 degrees. But, so what I would say there is it's like you could be dealing with like past health issues and things like that. And, I feel like this is you trying to like figure out like how to fix your health issues if you have health issues. And finally here, Aries, you have the Magician. So I do feel like there is like a new beginning coming in for you here, Aries, and let's see. Yeah, I feel like it's something you've been waiting for a very long time. So I feel like you've been waiting for like a new beginning to open up, but it's like you've just been waiting for it. But I do feel like you've been stuck in limbo. For others, I feel like this could be talking about a relationship for some reason. I don't think somebody is leading you on, but I do feel like some of you could be like in this on again, off again thing where it's like very back and forth, and it's like somebody can't make up their mind in this relationship. So I feel like you are gonna make the choice here with this Magician card. Again, that's kind of a weird message for that card, but I do feel like one of you are going to make the decision to either cut it off, or you're going to say like, you need to say, like, I feel like you need to say like either we commit or not. Aries is what I'd say, is what I'm trying to spit out. For others, I just feel that this is like you finally realizing that you have all these tools. It's like the Magician normally has like multiple hands, on certain cards. It's like this Hangman has multiple hands. So I feel like you're finally realizing that there are tools and talents, gifts, and abilities that you have that could like help you out in some way. So that's Aries. All right, Taurus. Taurus, what do we have going on for you, Taurus? What do we have for you, Taurus people? Taurus, you start off with the Star card coming up first here, so I do feel that there could be like a wish coming in for you, something that you want. I do feel like this is something from a distance as well. So, yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's like you're waiting for something from a distance. I do feel like this could be like a move, you always get moving, Taurus, of course. So I feel like a lot of you could be wanting to move, but I also feel like this is just more like inner clarity about, what you want to do in your life. So I feel like a lot of you have ideas or plans on what you want to do with your life, but maybe you just have not had the clarity on like how to execute on these plans. You have this right here. You have the Ten of Swords. I feel like that's just saying, like, I feel like this is like pain from not being able to live the life that you want. So I feel like in a lot of ways, you Tauruses maybe haven't been living the life that you want. That has caused pain or sadness and like sleepless nights. So I feel like for some of you, that's the problem here. For others, I do feel like this is like renewal. So again, health. I get health for you as well. You do get health messages frequently, Taurus. So I do feel like some of you could be having like a healing or health change with this card as well. Next, you have the Ten of Swords here. So I do feel some of you, it's like saying that just like I'm just getting pain mostly on this card. So I feel like some of you have been dealing with pain, maybe all over your body, or you have been dealing with pain. I feel like it's not pain, but it's like that feeling of wanting to jump out of your body, like wanting to, it's like you're feeling like you're not where you're supposed to be. So I feel like a lot of you could be even feeling that, and that could be causing problems, or that could have been causing delays. But I feel like you're finally ready to take action. But yeah, I feel like you need to make the choice is what I'd say here. I would say Ten of Swords is a good card. It's like a good card, bad card type of thing. Like I think like a lot of readers read it as a lot worse than it actually is. I mean, it can represent a painful ending as well, but it's still a card of completion. It's a card that says, these difficulties are over. These challenges are done. You are done with the challenges and all this other stuff. Also, the Seven of Cups here is like a card that just says that you have to make the decision to get up and move. So I feel like a lot of you just have to make a decision to move on something you want in your life, Taurus. And finally, you have the Page of Pentacles here. So I do feel like this is you in a lot of ways. I feel like it's you kind of like putting together a plan. I feel like you've been very patient, but almost too patient. So like I said, with that Ten of Swords, if you're like thinking about starting a business, a job, pretty much anything, I feel like it's saying get started now. Like don't wait. I feel like you need to kind of like get a move on here. For others, I feel like this could be pretty much anything else, but I also do feel raise. So I feel like for some of you, this could be a raise, more money coming in through, but especially through business is what's popping into my head here. Yeah, I feel like there could be like all of a sudden, like I feel like there could be an explosion in business, or there could be, like an explosion of getting things that you want in your life. So like I said, that could be really good, and I feel like it's very quick as well. I do feel like this is financial. Like I said, maybe there's just been delays for a long time, and these delays are finally going away. So, Taurus, that looks good. Yeah, I also, by the way, I forgot to say this. I did get love on this card, so I do feel like some of you could have an earth sign. I feel like you've had an earth sign for, like, a couple of nights now, so I would say if you're looking for love, I feel like there's, like, an earth sign coming in for you here. So, all right, perfect. All right. Taurus. Gemini, what do we have for you, Gemini people? Gemini. What do we have for you, Gemini people? All right. Gemini, you have the Nine of Wands here. I'm not getting, don't give up. What am I getting on this card? I feel like this is saying, I feel like you have to maintain like your boundaries at work in a lot of ways. I would say especially if you're dealing with like a gossip situation, or if you're dealing with people. You always get this like gossip or people talking behind your back at work. So if you're dealing with that, I feel like you need to let it go. I also feel like this could be just like a minor paranoid energy that's around you right now. I don't think it's like anything crazy or anything bad, but I'd say be careful of like going down a rabbit hole of like thinking people are watching you or following you on the road or something like that. Like I said, I don't feel it that extreme, but I would say that if you're having like crazy negative thoughts, or if you're thinking people are doing things behind your back, I would say it could be a little bit of paranoia here with this card. So I would just be careful of, kind of going down one of those rabbit holes and kind of like going deeper. It could be one of those things where you feel like people are out to get you, but they're really not as well. So I would be careful of that energy. Next, you have the Queen of Pentacles here and the Knight of Cups. So change in direction of love. This is like a knight in shining armor coming in for you here, Gemini. I definitely feel like there could be love coming in. I'd say over like the next 3 months or so. Like I said, springtime is your time, Gemini, for love. I've been saying it all year, since the beginning of the year especially. I feel like up till now it's like been dating, and then I feel like there could be more of a committed energy coming in for you in the spring, and I feel like you'll be very happy about that as well. If you find somebody. But I do feel like Knight in Shining Armor on this card. I also feel that this could be a proposal as well, because this is like taking a new path right here, the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you could be stepping off on a new path with somebody, so it could definitely be a proposal if you're trying to get married. I'm also getting child as well. So I'd say if you're trying to have a child, or if you are having a child, I feel like this could be very good for you. I feel like it could say things are going to go very well for you. I also feel for others, this could be a work offer that kind of comes in and saves the day. So I feel that there could be like, I feel like money's okay, but maybe it's not that great for some of you. So I feel like there could be a much better work offer coming in for you, and I do feel like it'd be like very beneficial. And I also feel like speed as well. I feel like they pay you faster. I don't know. The message popping into my head is it's like maybe you get paid every 2 weeks, maybe you get a new job where you get paid every week. So I feel like it's talking. That's really weird, but I don't know. Maybe that's important there. And finally, you have this right here, the Three of Swords. Why is this coming up? Yeah, clarity. I would say that for some of you, I feel like you could be getting clarity in a relationship from the past. So, if a relationship didn't work out, I feel like you could be getting closure here. For some of you, this could, of course, be a divorce. and there would be justice in that situation, or there could be a settlement as well. For others, I feel like this could be something involving health and justice as well. So if you were like injured at work or anything like that, I feel like there could be justice in one of those situations here also. What else do I feel here? For others, I feel like this could be kind of like a win-win situation in a child support matter. So I'd say if you're like, if you're dealing with child support or anything like that, I feel like there could be like a win-win type of situation going on here for you, Gemini. But Gemini, that looks pretty good to me, I gotta say. So I feel like, but pretty straightforward is what I'm gonna say to you, Gemini. Pretty straightforward. All right, Cancer. What do we have for you, Cancer people? All right, Cancer. What is going on for you? All right. Cancer, you have the Knight of Swords here. I feel like they're for, like, I feel 50-50 on this card. I feel like for, like, 50% of you that some of you might want to move forward very quickly in a relationship. I feel like it's excitement. So that could be really good. That could be a new relationship coming in for you, one that's really good, makes you really excited. I feel like you could be very happy about this as well. So, you know, that could be something that comes in for you. Like I said, something that, you know, makes you very excited. I also feel like this could be talking about lifestyle changes is what I'd say here. I feel like you need lifestyle changes, or you need to change something about like your daily routine or something like that. For some of you, I feel like this could be adding exercise to your life. So if you need exercise, I would say start exercising. Could be diet, but I just feel like this is like talking about the need for change is the word that's popping into my head. But I feel like it has to do with you. I feel like it has to do with kind of your daily life in a lot of ways. So I do feel like there needs to be a change in your daily routine. I feel like mostly because I feel like it'll change your mind. Like I feel like it'll change, you know, especially if you have been depressed, having anxiety, anything like that. I feel like any lifestyle changes you could make would lead to a lot more happiness with this card, a lot more, you know, just good times. Yeah. And yeah, you have the Fruit of the Dead as well, which is like a card of abundance, but it is also a card of happiness. So this is just a, you know, this is just one of the oracle cards in this deck, and it just represents like abundance, happiness, all sorts of stuff. So I feel like that you want this, but like I said, I feel like it requires some major lifestyle changes, but that's what I would say there. I also feel that for some of you, this is just talking about general improvements. So I do feel for some of you, you could just be seeing general improvements in your life. I also feel that this could be saying that there's like a necessary transition. For some of you, I feel like it could be painful with this card. So I'd say if you're going through something painful, Cancer, I do feel like it is necessary. Maybe, you know, that might not help, but at the same time, I feel like you have to because, you know, again, it's probably forcing you to grow in some way with these two cards here. The Six of Swords here also just is could talk about moving. So some of you could be moving. And again, like I said, with this card here, this is also a card of moving. So some of you could be moving. And finally, you have the Two of Swords here, Cancer. So I feel like for some of you, this could be talking about having a choice to make. So I feel like this is saying that you have to make a choice, but I feel like you have a lot of choices. It could be that you have like a lot in your mind and you have a lot of ideas, or maybe you have a lot of plans for your life and you're just like not sure what the right thing to commit to is. I feel like you just have to make the commitment is what I'd say to you, Cancer. Like I feel like I say this to you and Virgo all the time. It's like you can't make the wrong choice. I feel like no matter what choice you make is going to be the right choice, but I feel like you just have to make the choice. For others, I feel like this is like love that you thought you were going to have in your life, but I feel like it just didn't work out. But I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I feel like there's new love coming in for you. I feel like you're moving on to bigger and better things, greener pastures here, Cancer, is what I'm going to say to you. So thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo, what do we have for you, Leo people? Leo, and Leo. All right, here we go. Leo, I would say no bad habits here tomorrow. I would say like this week, for the rest of the week. The devil says no bad habits, no overdoing anything. I would say don't overdo working out either. I feel like I feel like you need to make sure to not like work out too much and all that other stuff. I would say keep everything in balance with this card here. For others, I feel like this could be talking about love. Yeah, I feel like you feel left out in the cold, but I do feel like this person was toxic. So I'd say if you got out of a relationship, I feel like this person was just toxic. I feel like you could feel very sad about it, but I wouldn't worry about it is what I'd say to you. I feel like you should just let it go. For others, I do feel like there could be, I feel like that's like all it is. I feel like there could be a relationship coming in for you, but I feel like this person, it's just like a sexual thing. So, but I feel like you want more. So, again, like I said, I have no problems with people being in just sexual relationships or anything like that. But the problem is when one person doesn't want it, the other person does. So, I feel like that could be the problem going on here. Next, you have the Empress here. So I do feel abundance coming in for you. Yeah, definitely money. I feel like there's more money coming in for you here, Leo. I feel like there's better financial opportunity as well and growth, but I feel like this is like work that you are doing here to make more money. So I feel like this is almost like business. It could be business for a lot of you, but I feel like, both of these cards are planting seeds. The Empress is like the springtime. It's fertility. It's a card of creation, the card of growing something new, Leo, and Six of Pentacles, card of planting seeds. So in a lot of ways, I feel like a lot of you need to like plant seeds to get new things going in your life. So I feel like it's time to like start putting the work in here, Leo, into like projects and all that other stuff that you're working on. I feel like you won't see results right away, but that doesn't matter. I feel like you need to do it anyway. And finally, you have the Two of Pentacles here. So again, multitasking. This is you, like maybe you want to start a business, but maybe you have a bunch of ideas. So Six of Pentacles says you are planting a bunch of seeds. You are trying a bunch of the ideas that you have, and now you're just waiting for them to work with this Two of Pentacles. But maybe each idea requires a certain level of work. So it's like you're juggling. For others, this could be like trying to get a job. Same thing. It's like you could be applying to a lot of jobs, but that could require you to juggle the job interviews. And for others, it could be relationships as well. It's like maybe you're trying to find the perfect relationship, so you're just like dating. And I feel like this could be having you be very, very busy like over the next few weeks, but I also feel like you kind of need to do this to be more successful. Yeah, it has to do with your future is what I'd say, Leo. So I'd say don't be afraid to like kind of put your eggs in multiple baskets here. Don't be afraid to test out multiple things in your life. I feel like that will lead to much more success. So thank you, Leo. Let's move on here to you, Virgo people. So let's see what we have going on for you, Virgo people. All right, Virgo, what is going on for you here? All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo, you start off with the Four of Pentacles here. I feel like some of you are waiting. I feel like you want long-term stability, and I feel like this is coming in for you. I feel like your life has not been very stable for like a while. For a long time. I mean, judging by the readings that I've been doing for like the last 6 months, I'd say, it definitely has not been very stable. So I feel like you want this certain level of just stability. I feel like you want a certain level of long-term security. This could be in relationships. It could just be financial. It could just be your future. You just want your future to be stable. You just want your future to be, something that I feel like you want more like certainty is the word that's popping into my head in just the different things that you do. It's like if you want a relationship, I feel like you want to be 100% certain that that's what you want. If you want a job, I feel like you want to be 100% sure. If you want to, move somewhere, I feel like you want to be 100% sure. But you have the Hangman here. So I feel like there's a need for you to make a choice here, Virgo. I feel like you have to make a decision, and I feel like I always say this to you. Like this card, I always say, get off the pole, right? I feel like you've been just like delaying and delaying and delaying making a choice. Kind of like I just said to Cancer, I don't think you can make a wrong choice here, is what I'd say to you, Virgo. Yeah, look. Justice, another card of making a choice. This is also, you always get this card, Virgo. This is a card of like a win-win solution. I feel like there are win-win solutions for you. It's like I feel like there are options for you to get everything you want. I feel like you're looking at things like I can only have this or that, but I feel like you can have both, but you just got to figure out how to do it. And maybe it looks different than what you think it's going to look like, but it's like I feel like you could have both things or multiple things that you want in your life, but I feel like you have to kind of look at it as like a win-win solution, or how do I create a win-win solution in my life? So I feel like a lot of you Virgos are just that's what you need to work on. I don't even think you're doing it, because I don't even think you realize that this is an option. So that's why I'm here to tell you this, Virgo. I'm here to tell you that there are win-win solutions all around you, but I feel like you just have to open up to them with that Hangman card. And finally, you have these two cards came out together. You have the Frenzy card and the World card. I feel like some of you could just be traveling with both of these cards. Frenzy is a card of being busy, and the World card is a card of travel, of course. So I feel like some of you could be traveling. I also feel like this could say you're coming to the end of major life lessons. So I feel like a lot of you could be kind of getting to the end of major life lessons that you've been going through in your life. And I feel like those things are coming to an end. And like I said, I feel like that will lead to a lot more happiness and a lot more success in your life. For others, like I said, this could be moving. So I feel like some of you want to move with this card here, or you're like planning on moving, or you're thinking about moving, is what I'd say to you. So I feel like some of you want to move. I just want to clarify that. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to. I feel like some of you need, look at it. Virgo, I mean, every single night as well. I always say Fool card, right? I always say that you are the Fool card right now. I feel like you just have to take a leap of faith. For some of you, I feel like you just gotta go. I feel like you just gotta take the leap on whatever it is, like whatever it is that you want to do. I feel like you just need to kind of take a leap of faith in to something new, whatever it is, doesn't matter. I feel like you can't go wrong, Virgo, no matter what choice you make. So that's what I'll say to you. So make the decision. All right, that was Virgo. Libra, what do we have for you, Libra people? Libra. What is going on for you? Libra, you have the Nine of Wands popping up first here. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying, don't give up. I feel like you need to not give up. I also feel like you need more attention, Libra. You always get this all the time. You always get these cards of needing more attention, needing to get more attention on yourself. So especially like in business or work, if you need money, I feel like you need more attention. I feel like you need more. If you want love, same thing. I feel like you have to, kind of get out there, meet new people, give yourself attention so you can attract somebody into your life. So that's pretty much what I feel for you on this card, Libra. Next, you have the Three of Swords here. I feel like some of you are heartbroken, but this could be about more than just love, of course, as well. Yeah, I feel like there's a celebration coming in for you, but I feel like there's no need for you to be heartbroken. Like for some of you, I feel like you could be having challenges with finances, and so that could have you being heartbroken. You could be having challenges with health. That could be having you feel that way, or love, of course. But I feel like there's a celebration coming in for you here. What do you have to do? Yeah, I feel like you need to kind of like, like I said, get over your fears is what I'd say here. I always say this to you, Libra, as well. I feel like you need to kind of like let go of your fears, let go of your worries. I feel like those things are holding you back from this. Look, attention, the sun, right? So I feel like you need more attention. I also feel like people are paying attention to you. I feel like people want to pay attention to you. But it's like maybe you don't open up to it. So I feel like you need to accept it is what I'd say here. I also feel there's like happiness and celebration coming in for you. Of course, this is the best card in the deck. So I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you with this card. I also feel like there's just I'm getting just positive outcome. So I feel like if you're dealing with anything, it could be something legal. It could be something involving like work or business. I feel like you're hoping for a positive outcome. I feel like you will be getting it with this card as well. And finally, Libra, you have this Two of Pentacles here. So, yeah, and you have the Moon as well. So I feel like a lot of you, especially with this card here, with this Nine of Wands, this is, Nine of Wands is like a pretty good card. It says, like, don't give up. It says there's more success coming in. But I also feel like with the Nine of Wands, and then this right here, it says that you could be focusing on the wrong things. Like, so if you're wanting love, it's like you could be worried about the wrong things and that could be preventing you from success. So it's like maybe you want love and maybe you're going to the bar, but maybe really you need to do online dating, or maybe it's the opposite, So I feel like you're focusing on the opposite thing that you should be focusing on. So I almost feel like saying, I said this to Capricorn a long time ago, and I'm going to say it to you. I feel like it's almost like you need to do the opposite of whatever it is that you're thinking about. So in love, money, business, everything, I feel like you need to do the opposite. And I feel like that will lead to more success, Libra. Just that simple. So there's too many examples to go over, of course, but I feel like that will lead to the most success. So I feel like you just need to do the opposite of whatever you're thinking, and yeah, that will work. So thank you, Libra. Really appreciate it. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for you, Scorpio people? Scorpio, what is going on for you? And Scorpio, all right. Scorpio, you start off with the Ten of Cups, so I feel, of course, celebration coming in for you. I'm also getting fortune after difficulty. Yeah, that could be good. This could be really good. There could definitely be a fortune after difficulty situation happening for you, where things are just improving after a difficult period of time. This could also be family, so I feel like some of you could be getting positive news about family. Maybe you're trying to build a family, and you could be getting positive news there, or you could be also getting positive news from your just family in general. I also feel positive news about health. I do get surgery on this card, so yeah, I feel like some of you could be getting surgery, but again, I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I feel like that if you're getting surgery, I feel like things could go very well for you here with these two cards. For others, I'm just getting like better ideas on this Ace of Swords, so I feel like you need to trust your new ideas, because I feel like they're leading to this, like more happiness and celebration in your life. Next, you have the Two of Wands here. This could be like just a new idea coming in for you, but I feel like there's like a desire to like wait for results. But I feel like saying don't wait. So it's like one of those things where it's like maybe you're thinking about going and getting a new job, but I also feel like there could be some sort of delay where you're like, oh, like, is this job really going to work out, or should I wait? I'd say no, I don't think you should wait. Same thing in a relationship as well. I feel like there could be like a desire to commit deeper, or to just ask somebody out in the first place. I would say don't wait. I just feel like saying don't wait on this card. So I would not wait. Yes, definitely. Look at Ace of Cups. Somebody needs to make an offer here, Scorpio. And I do feel like this could be you getting an offer. I also feel like that this could be love coming in for you here. I also feel it could be like a celebration as well. So you have all these celebration cards, all these cards of happiness coming up here, Scorpio. So I do feel that there could be a lot more like just happy situations, happy things, happy little accidents in your life here. Maybe probably not accidents, but just good stuff coming in for you. And finally, look, Ten of Wands. It gets even better. So releasing burdens. I feel like you are putting down the heavy weights. I feel like you are putting things down. I feel like some of you are delegation is a word that comes up for you all the time, Scorpio. So I feel like some of you could be delegating. This is probably in business, so I feel like you could be letting go of some of your responsibilities here, and that could be a good thing. It could be freeing you up to do things that you actually want to do. For others, I feel like this could be talking about just eliminating stress. So I feel like some of you could just be eliminating the things that cause you stress in your life, and I feel like that's just going to help you out in so many other ways as well. So just the reduction of stress, I feel like, is a good idea for you here, and yeah, that's what I'd say there. So I feel like you're just reducing stress, Scorpio. Yeah, I do feel like you have to be patient. Like, these things are happening, but maybe they're taking a little bit of time, but I do feel like these things are the things that you want in your life are happening. I do feel new love for you as well here, but I don't feel like right now. I feel like some of you could be waiting on new love, and, maybe it's not coming in at this time, but I do feel like there's new love coming in for you in the future there, Scorpio. All right. Sagittarius, what do we have for you, Sagittarius people? Sagittarius, what is going on for you? And Sagittarius, you have the Page of Cups coming up first here. So I feel like there could be a love offer coming in for you here. I do feel like this person's a little bit, I feel like this person's very naughty, probably. But I don't know, I feel like it'll be a good person for you. Could be a Capricorn, could be any sign really. But I feel like it could just be, somebody who's a little bit of a naughty person. So I don't know, it's never a bad thing, right, Sagittarius? So I feel like it could be a fun person. I don't feel like it's anything bad. I feel like it's good. So I would just go for it, is what I'd say there. I feel like they come off as innocent, but I feel like they're not. So I feel like they're just not as innocent as you think, is what I'd say here. So yeah, that's for some of you. For others, I am getting like wolf in sheep's clothing here. So what I would say there is, but I feel like that's talking about a job. So really weird message too. I feel like some of you could be getting getting a job offer, but it's almost like, I feel like it's like a lot worse. I feel like it's like a lot harder than you actually think. So I'd be careful of that. I'd be very clear. If you're like getting a job right now, Sagittarius, I'd get very clear with whoever it is that's hiring you, like on what the expectations are, because I feel like it's not, what you think, or it's like harder, or something is popping into my head. Next, you have the Knight of Swords here. Yeah, I do feel like a very quick, for some of you, I feel a quick relationship. So I almost feel like on this card that there could be, I feel like there could be a relationship that comes in, but I feel like it's a very fly-by-night relationship. So again, just keep that in mind. Again, one night stands on this card, and all that other good stuff. So I feel like there could be a very quick relationship, and yeah, I just feel like you need to be aware of it. For others, I feel like this could be just travel. So I feel like you could be moving or traveling to a new location. And, again, I feel like that will be good as well. I also feel like curiosity on this card. To me, the knights do not represent curiosity at all. To me, it's a page thing. The pages represent curiosity, but I am getting curiosity on this card. Oh, yeah, and you know what? You did have this page here, but Page of Cups doesn't really represent curiosity either. But I do feel like curiosity on this card. I feel like you need to like follow your curiosity. Like I said, for others, I feel like this could be you moving forward too quickly in a job that, like I said, I feel like it's like 10 times harder than you think it's going to be. So I'd be very careful of that. And like I said, it might not even be that. I feel like it could be that, maybe the job isn't very clear with what they expect you to do. So I feel like that is like your responsibility to be like, this is what what do I need to do in this job, so that you don't get, stuck into something that's a lot harder than you think. And finally, you have the Emperor. Yeah, like I said, like I said, I feel like this is almost like a boss who's like, you ever have one of those bosses where it's like you're working your ass off, but then they look at you like, oh, what do you mean you couldn't, do all 6,000 things I asked you to do in like 1 hour? And what do you mean you're still doing this work? I feel like that type of thing here, like the type of boss that is like, oh, hey, do all this stuff for me, and do all these things in an hour, and I'll be back in an hour, and then they just disappear, and they like don't help you do anything. I feel like some of you could be dealing with like a boss that's like that, where they just like disappear and don't help you, and then expect you to do all this stuff. So I feel like this is saying like, use your tools, but also like be assertive and like take care of yourself and say, no, I cannot do that in that amount of time. For others, I do feel like could be you trying to become the boss. So I feel like some of you could be trying to become a boss at this time. And so I feel like you need to use more of your talent, skills, and abilities to, kind of get into a position of power. Because I feel like saying power. I feel like some of you could be gaining power here, or you could be gaining more power in some area of your life. And I like it. I like it a lot there, Sagittarius. So thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. I'm gonna switch it up for you, Capricorn people. Capricorn, what is going on for you? All right, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you, Capricorn people. Capricorn, all right, Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is you. I feel like this is you showing up in your own reading. This puts you in a position of power and strength, of course. I do feel like this could be talking about more money coming in for you. I also feel like it's talking about reliability. I feel like you are very reliable, and I feel like you need to be. Yeah, and I feel like somebody's like hoping that you come through for them in some way. I would say also, by the way, if you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, or if you have Capricorn in Capricorn moon or Capricorn rising, I definitely feel like this message is for you. I feel like somebody is relying on you, but I also feel like saying that I feel like you should be careful of that as well, because it's almost like they could take advantage of you. So I feel like you need to just make sure to have your expectations set like appropriately. Like if you're doing something nice for somebody, make sure that your expectations are kind of like set, and make sure that you kind of see the outcome ahead of time or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting all sorts of weird stuff here, Capricorn. It's almost like you could be like trying to help somebody out that you're hoping to have a relationship with, but maybe they don't want that, So, and then you just get disappointed. So I feel what I really should say instead of babbling here, Capricorn, is just don't, get disappointed with something by like trying to help somebody, is what I'd say there. Next, you have the Justice card. So I do feel like there will be justice here. And I also feel like for some of you, this is talking about financial justice. So this could be like a legal matter. You could be getting a settlement. I am getting inheritance as well on this card. These cards don't really represent inheritance, but actually the Justice card could kind of represent an inheritance coming in for some of you. For others, I feel like it's saying no balance here. I feel like you don't need balance. Like I feel like this here could be saying that sometimes it's like I feel like people try to be too nice in business, or try to be too nice in their job. And I feel like this is saying like don't do that, because I feel like you could be like kind of hurting yourself in a lot of ways, is what I'd say here. So I would be very careful of that, is what I'd say to you here, Capricorn. And I also feel that for others, definitely settlement, like I said. But for others, I feel like this could be talking about also, I feel like it's talking about a lack of balance in relationships, but I feel like there needs to be a lack of balance in the relationship, is what I always say to you, Capricorn. For some reason, it's like, I always say that I don't like the Six of Pentacles, for example, in relationship readings, because it represents like usually it represents like somebody trying to create more balance than the other, or it just represents like trying to create balance in the relationship. But I always say like the best relationships are probably like a little bit off balance, right? It's like the best relationships are probably where it's like one person likes the other person like a little bit more than the other, if that makes sense. So usually there's like a little bit of a lack of balance here, because again, that I feel like kind of keeps like tension and all this other good stuff going. So I feel like it's actually a good thing. I don't know, hard for me to describe, but that's kind of what I get here. So I feel like there needs to be like more of, a lack of balance in some way. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense, Capricorn. And finally, you have the Four Wands. So I feel like overall, I mean, some of you could be getting married here in a relationship like that. I also feel like you could be just making a deeper commitment. So if you want a relationship, I feel like you could be making a deeper commitment in a relationship. I do feel like this could be also talking about, I do feel like this could be talking about somebody coming back from your past here, Capricorn. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Look at, and what do you get? You get the Historian. So yes, this could be somebody from your past. So I feel like some of you could have love coming back from your past for some reason. I don't know what you're going to do about it. I feel like some of you could marry this person. So, I mean, I feel like it's possible. I also feel like for others, this could be talking about buying a home. So I feel like, or selling a home. Both. I feel both. So I feel like you could be like trying to buy or sell a home, and I do feel like that will go well for you as well. So thank you, Capricorn. Thank you for putting up with your crazy reading. All right, Aquarius, what do we have for you? Aquarius people. Aquarius. Let's see here. Aquarius, you have the King of Swords coming up first here. This is you coming up in a very strong position. I feel like this makes you very kind of like, I feel like this is talking about having like a lot of very strategic thoughts. So I do feel like it's saying like pause before you make any decisions tomorrow. So if you have any important choices to make, I would say like it would be a good time to like pause, think about it, take your time. This guy is not rushing, right? He's not rushing to make choices. He's not rushing to make decisions. He's kind of like thinking about things, but he's also using his, this is a card of wisdom, which is beyond intelligence. This is like experience plus intelligence in a lot of ways. So I feel like what this is saying is that you need to kind of like mix the two things together, and I also feel like you need to I feel like what this could be saying is that you need to use your wisdom to make a choice at this time. So in a lot of ways I feel like that's what it's saying. Next, you have the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like this is talking about truth and justice. Both of these cards, by the way, if you're involved in something legal, this says that good things are coming in for you. So I feel like good things are coming in for you here as far as legal matters are concerned. For others, I feel like this is saying, like this all here says that your idea here, Aquarius, is to live a life more full of passion. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to create a more passionate life, a life that is more exciting, probably like a little bit more fiery with this last card here as well. So, but I feel like in a lot of ways, it's like you need to trust. Yeah, it's like you're trying to create this right here. I feel like that needs to go with that last card, but I feel like you're trying to create that celebration moment in your life. But this card says you need to follow your ideas like towards passion right here. But it also says there could be conflict. Like I always say, Aquarius, it's like your passion, maybe it's worm farming, and you're like, how the hell do I make money as a worm farmer? How am I going to support my family, right? Well, guess what? You can't. So that's what I'd say to you there. Next, you have these two cards. I felt like this needed to go together. The Knight of Wands and this card here. So I feel like in a lot of ways, I feel like this could be saying that you need to move towards something that you are passionate about. And Ten of Cups is celebration. So I feel like there is a celebration. I feel like there are good things coming in for you here. And I feel like you will be very happy as well. I also feel like for others, this could be love, of course. I feel like it could be a fire sign that's coming in for you. I do feel like this person could be very good for you as well. So again, if there's a fire sign coming in, I feel like it could be very good. I do feel like they could be younger than you as well. But like I said, I don't think that's a problem. So I would just go for it. Is what I always say, go for it. But I would just go for it, is what I'd say there. For others, I do feel that this is talking about you becoming more free-spirited. So, I feel like that you are just kind of letting go of outcomes, and that will be good for you as well. So, like I would say, let go of like being too serious is what I feel like saying there, Capricorn. So, thank you, Capricorn. I really appreciate it. Michelle Blackburn, by the way, I do have your question. No need to worry about it. I have your question, and I did get your super chat, by the way, just so you know. But I will be answering that at the end. So thank you, Michelle. And all right, let's do Pisces. Pisces, thank you as always for your patience. Really appreciate it. So let's see what we get for you, Pisces people. Pisces. All right, what is going on for you? Pisces, you have the Ten of Pentacles coming up first here. I feel like some of you are hoping for this right here. I feel like you're hoping for more abundance, more success. I also feel like you're hoping for just more money. Of course, this could represent this could represent like an inheritance or some other type of large payout here. So I do feel like there could be like a large amount of money coming in for you here, Pisces. And I do feel like this is very good for you as well. So I do feel like there could be just good things coming in as far as your finances are concerned here. I also feel like this could be talking about, like I feel like you're really trying to build something great in your life, Pisces. So you're probably not trying to build something small. This could be like a business or a relationship. And I do feel like you will be kind of creating that. This would also represent a perfect relationship. So if any of you are getting into a relationship or in one, even if you're not, this could just represent in the future, in the near future, kind of like a perfect relationship coming in. Next, you do have the Seven of Swords here. This could be talking about like theft and betrayal and like being tricked. So I do feel like some of you were tricked in the past by somebody. So that's coming up here as well. I would just like let that energy go. For others, I do feel like it's talking about needing to be like more tactical in certain areas of your life. So I feel like you need to kind of be more tactical in the choices that you make and like the words that you use in life and all that other stuff. So kind of like I just said to Capricorn or whoever I said it to, it's like I feel like you need to be very thoughtful of like the things things that you do, probably like I would say for the next few weeks here. And, I would just make sure that you know what you're doing in certain areas of your life, is what I'd say. And finally, you have the Queen of Pentacles here, Pisces. And, I want to clarify that Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this could be an ex returning. Again, Wheel of Fortune to me is an ex coming back into your life, basically. To me, it is, the Wheel of Fortune is the card of the ex returning. Again, I know other readers read the Six of Cups as a card of ex returning. To me, the Six of Cups is not the card of the ex returning. To me, that is just a, kind of a misrepresentation of the card. So that's what I'd say there. But I do feel like somebody could be coming back for some of you. Could be an earth sign, could be any sign. I do feel like that will be good for you as well. Yeah, I feel like it could be very passionate. I do feel like for some of you it could be short-lived. For others, I do feel like it could be like a very passionate, like new beginning is what I'd say. So I do feel like it could be very good. I feel like it could be like the beginning, like the spark of something as well. For others, I feel like you just feel very lucky in money. And I also get like sparks there as well. So it's like if you're trying to create a business or a new job, I feel like this is like the initial kind of like spark of something really great. So I feel like some of you are just like at the very beginning of something great. But I get love and money, both. So I feel like it could be both for some of you. I feel like it could be both. Like it's not one or the other. So I definitely like that as well. And again, I don't attach sex to my cards, so this could be male, female, whatever you're attracted to, doesn't matter. But I definitely feel new love. I also feel like there is, I feel like you need to be very resourceful here. So I feel like you need to be very thoughtful and resourceful, like especially in relationships I'm getting. So again, if you have a relationship or if you're thinking about starting a new relationship, I feel like you need to be very resourceful. I feel like you'll have to come up with ways to get things to work and like all this other stuff. But I feel like you can do it, Pisces. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of luck, a lot of success. Like a lot of good things coming in for you here. So Pisces, I love it. I love it a lot. So thank you, Pisces. All right, thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. So we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. Make sure to drop a like on this video, everybody. Really appreciate all the likes, all the support. And of course, I will be back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, if you want to watch this again, come back tomorrow night at 5. I will be here. But all right, let's see 1, 2, and 3 here, everybody. So YouTube does not like the number 1. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So all right, 1, 2, and 3. All right, 1, 2, and 3 here. All right, let's see. All right, if you pick card number 1, you have the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I feel like there could be a very quick relationship coming in for you here. So I feel like for some of you, you could be running into a relationship or you could be charging into love with this card here. So yeah, I feel like that's really good. I feel like you could be starting something very quickly, and I do feel like that will be, like I said, I feel like it could be very positive. For others, I feel like it could just be like a work offer that comes in very quickly. So yeah, I just feel like it could be like a job offer that comes in. I feel like it kind of saves the day, and I feel like it helps you a lot. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the 8 of Cups and the Mirror. I feel like some of you are walking away from the past here with these 2 cards. I feel like you're walking towards the future. You're walking towards something new in your life. For others, I feel like this could be saying that I feel like you're trying to find fulfillment, but I feel like what you need to realize is that it's like the only fulfillment you're really going to get is from yourself. So I feel like you need to like fulfill yourself here and make yourself happy first before you can go looking for something like outside of yourself here, is what I'd say. So that's what I'd say to you. Yeah, and I feel like you need to get out of your head card number 2, people. Like I said, I feel like I only get like one message here. I feel like you need to fulfill yourself. Fill your own damn cups, card number 2. And card number 3, you have the Hierophant and the 4 Wands, marriage. I feel like, obviously. So I feel like some of you could be getting married with these 2 cards. If you want to get married, you could be making a very deep commitment with somebody as well. For others, I do feel like, by the way, if you're getting married, I feel like there could be obstacles here. I feel like there could be challenges, but I do feel like it will come together. So again, if you're waiting to get married here on card number 3, I do feel like you will get married to the person you're thinking about, but again, there could be obstacles. For others, this could be a job. So you could be making a commitment to a job or a business, but again, there could be like certain obstacles that you have to overcome. I don't think this is a bad thing, but I do feel like it's a pain. So I will just say that I feel like it could be leading to some challenges or difficulties. For others, I feel like this could be talking about a move. But again, I feel like there could be red tape. I feel like some of you could be moving for government reasons as well with this card. This could be like moving because you don't like the government in your state. It could be you moving because you don't like the laws. It could be you moving because you don't like the taxes. It could be like anything. So I feel like some of you could just be moving here because something, is what I'd say. It's going to be different for everybody. But anyway, thank you everybody again for being here. Really appreciate it. I will take questions now. I'm going to answer as many people as I possibly can, as always. But I am going to answer Super Chats first. So Super Chats are going to go first. Selena, thank you for the Super Chat, by the way. Does somebody have Selena's question? Or Selena, feel free to type in your question. I'm going to answer a couple people before you, but I will keep an eye out, and I'll try to answer you as quickly as possible. Sandy, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. You say, could you tell me if my best friend, my best guy friend Noel is interested in me as well? Oh, no, I already did your question, right, Sandy? But I would say, I feel like, or maybe I didn't, but Sandy, I would say no. I feel like you're going to feel left out in the cold. I feel like there's new love coming in for you, Sandy, is what I'd say. But I do feel like I answered your question. Or am I going crazy here or what? I'm not sure. FH, thank you for the Super Chat. FH, if you have a question, let me know. Finance card for Selena. Selena, you have the Three of Pentacles. Selena, I feel like there's more money that could be coming in for you here, but I feel like you have to like work for it, is what this card is saying. Like, I feel like it's saying you could be holding yourself back from more love. Or more money. I feel like you could be holding yourself back in some way. So I feel like you need to kind of like knock on the door to abundance, more or less. And I feel like you need to start moving forward as well, is what I'd say here. Yeah, there's definitely more money coming in for you. Ten of Pentacles, best card you could possibly ask for. Malt B Family Vlogs, love card, and when I will start my new job. You have the Fruit of the Dead, so I feel like there's a ton of love available for you. And for the job, I feel like I do feel like 6. So I feel like soon. Could be like 6 weeks or 6 days or the 6th is what I'd say here. So I feel like 6 or something around 6. Could be the 6th month as well. Or something. I don't know. I'm getting 6. But, yeah, I feel like it'll be very good for you. I feel like this will lead to a lot of success as well. All right. Oh, let me answer somebody real quick. By the way, let's see. Michelle, who donated. Michelle, thank you for the Super Chat. You say, my grandson and the alleged father are going Saturday for a paternity test. Can you pull a card for me if he is the father or not? Yeah, I feel like he could be. Yes, is what I'd say to you here. Of course, like I said, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice or legal advice or anything like that. But, yeah, this would say yes. So the cards say yes, is what I'm going to say to you, Michelle. So thank you, Michelle. Kiara, do you see me going back to work soon? Yes, definitely. I feel like you could go back right away, is what I'd say to you. So I feel like if you want to, you will, is what I feel like saying. So, yeah, I feel like if you want to, you will, is what I'd say to you. Rose, will I get resident care manager job I applied for? Or I feel like there's going to be some sort of change in direction here for you, Rose. But, yeah, I feel like you will be getting a job, is what I'd say to you, Rose. High Priestess says, trust your intuition. The Queen of Cups here, I feel like this is just you. And the Ace of Swords says, like, an offer. I feel like you're going to be getting an offer. I feel like you're going to get the first position, is what I'd say. I feel like it's the first. Let's see, first or second? Actually, you know, I feel like it's the second position, yeah. I feel like the social services coordinator job might be the one that you get, but I definitely feel like you're going to get a job. I feel like you're going to be very happy, is what I'd say to you. Valerie, can you tell me how this Gemini man feels for me? 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. I feel like you're going to get a wish here, is what I'd say. I feel like he wants to know. I don't know that he'll say this, but I feel like he wants to know that there's, you know, potential for growth here, is what I'd say. But, yeah, 9 of Cups, wish, victory, happiness. So, yeah, I feel like there will be a wish here, is what I'd say to you. Brown Skin Tea, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. When will me and Mike be in a relationship this year? Will it last? Is he single? I feel like you are going to find out here. Yeah, I feel like you need to be determined to get this brown skin tea, is what I'd say to you. But yeah, I feel like there could be a lot of growth here. If I'm being honest with you, I feel like it would be very quick relationship with this Knight of Swords. I do not necessarily like that card. Yeah, but I don't know, but you also have these cards of persistence, so I'd say, like, don't give up. Yeah, there could be a celebration here, but this could also say that he's with somebody right now. But I feel like saying don't give up. So, again, if he's with somebody right now with that 3 of Cups, I would just say wait until, you know, the end is what I would say there. So, you know, I feel like the relationship will be over. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a tower moment for him. So, yeah, I feel like there's potential here is what I'd say to you. I'd be persistent. Brown skin tea is what I'm going to say to you. So, thank you again. All right. Let's see. Efren, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Dealing with a cancer. What is she hiding? I feel like she wants to be independent, so maybe doesn't want like a very deep commitment right now, is what I'd say. So I don't think she's really hiding anything, but other than just saying that You know, like I said, I feel like she just maybe wants to be a little bit more independent than what you want, is what I'd say. Yeah. So, and maybe she was just heartbroken as well. So that could be taking a little bit of time, is what I'd say there. Yeah, hermit mode. So I feel like she's in hermit mode right now, and maybe that's just what she wants. Yeah, I feel like she wants to move forward slowly, is what I'd say to you. Danny, thank you for the super chat. You have the Magician. I feel like you have all the tools, talents, skills, and abilities to stop this. But this card also says, like, channel your energy. So I feel like you have to channel your energy into starting something. So I feel like you need to channel it into, like, a project or something like that. And I feel like that will kind of get rid of the energy and get rid of the, the anxiety. Gina, will he make a move towards me? Yeah, I feel like you're going to be very happy here. So yes, is what I'd say to you. Lanny Hill, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, why is this relationship with my Scorpio taking so long to get off the ground? Am I wasting my time? Yes, like this is, this is, I'm changing this. This is my sitting on his biscuit, not willing to risk it card right here. So I feel like in a lot of ways, this is saying that he's just not willing to risk being in a relationship in some way. He might have a lot of experience in relationships as well. Yeah, maybe he was heartbroken in a lot of ways, is what I'd say here. Yeah, I feel like you will be finding out, though. I don't know, I almost feel like it's worth waiting for, is what I feel like saying. So I do feel like you could put the work in. Yeah, here's the Scorpio right here, is what I'd say. Yeah, I feel like you're going to release the burden, though. But I feel like he's just, like, maybe he's just a very slow-moving person, is what I'd say here with this card. But this is a card of being very reliable. So it does say that he probably is very reliable, or will be. And this is my favorite card for people to get as far as dating is concerned. So I feel like you could be very wise, have a lot of knowledge, is what I'd say to you. So I almost feel like telling you to be patient, is what I'd say to you, Lanny. I feel like you could just be, like, a little bit slow, is what I'm going to say there. Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, card for tomorrow. You have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you'll be attracting everything you want in your life tomorrow. This card of, like, attraction, attracting things that you want into your life. I also feel like you'll be very confident tomorrow as well. You say, and will my love interest get in contact with me tomorrow? I feel like it's possible. Knight in Shining Armor here with this card. So I do feel like it's possible. I feel like you've been waiting for a very long time, is what I'd say to you. But yeah, I feel like, maybe not tomorrow, but I feel like very soon with this card here. This is a very good card. Like I said, Knight in Shining Armor. So, yeah, I feel like things will go very well for you. All right, Mary, thank you for the super chat. Financial stress, will this end soon? Yes, absolutely. I even called off my wedding that was supposed to be yesterday. Sorry to hear that, Mary. And yes, you have the Three of Wands and the Four of Cups here. So I feel like you need to manifest, like, things that you want in your life. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of happiness, a lot of good things coming in for you with this card. But I feel like you need to, like, manifest the things that you want. Like, I feel like you need to put the energy in to, like, actually, kind of, like, manifest the good positive changes. Three of Wands is, like, you waiting for your ships to come in. Four of Cups, like I said, manifestation. It's a card of happiness. But I feel like in a lot of ways, you need to, like, put the work in to get the things that you want. Yeah, and you have a lot of love cards here as well, Mary. But yeah, I feel like you need to take a leap of faith towards something. This card says take a risk, because that will lead to better finances. So thank you, Mary. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Beautiful Akitas, what does he want to say to me but can't? That he wants to wait, maybe? Or that he's wants more balance, and I feel like he wants to be more in control as well of his life. So I feel like he wants to, like, balance things out and kind of, like, control things, is what I would say here. So I feel like that's what you need to do, is kind of just, like, wait. I feel like it's just talking about patience. Yeah, I feel like he's very kind of, like, thoughtful, probably very much in his head in a lot of ways, but I don't think this is a bad thing. I feel like he just makes very, like, thought out choices. So I feel like you just need to kind of, like, let him do that, is what I'd say. Miss Leo Scorpaqua, hello. Thank you for being here. You say, how does Lucas feel about me letting him go? Yeah, I feel like it was definitely the right choice. I feel like it's going to allow you to work on new relationships, is what I'd say to you. And yeah, I feel like justice is what I'd say here. And Chariot, yeah, change in direction. So I feel like you are moving on to something new, is what I'd say here. This is definitely you charging towards a new relationship. So yeah, I feel like, and he's probably ready to work on something else on his own anyway. So that's what I'd say to you. But that looks really good. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna find new love soon. Look at the lovers. So obviously, new love coming in for you. Miss De Niro, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say surgery soon. Again, I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. But yeah, I feel like you could. I feel like you have a choice. But what I'd say is, like, the sooner the better is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I feel like you have a choice. you have the two choice cards, like I said. So I feel like you could have it done soon or later. I really don't think it matters, but I feel like probably the sooner the better for you will be best, because, you know, again, it's like, you know, you probably just want to get it like over and done with that card is what I would say. So I would just get it over and done with is what I'd say to you, Miss De Niro. Let me refresh here. All right, let's see. Let me switch these up. Jackie Stewart, have a good night. Miss De Niro, thank you. Ray Del Sol, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. All right. Action Annie, you have the Two of Wands. I feel like you need to get out there and discover new love, is what I'd say. Clint, you have the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's new love coming in for you, Clint. I still feel that, is what I'd say there. Debbie, is Scorpio thinking about me? No, I feel like there's new love for you as well. Yeah, I feel like you need to be patient, Debbie, but I do feel like there is love coming in for you. Nirvana, you have the Eight of Pentacles, more money coming in for you. Natural Sister, you have the King of Pentacles. This could be an Earth sign coming in for you, Natural Sister, because guess what? Earth has been coming up for Capricorn a lot as far as love is concerned, so this could be love. It could also be money coming in for you as well. Carrie Kennedy, you have the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like there could be like new jobs or more money coming in for you. Aries Sunrise, you say, will I be rich? I feel like it's possible, but I feel like you just have to put the work in. Yeah, I feel like you'll be very happy in life, so I feel like it's possible. Latima, new love. I feel like you need to get out of your head, and I feel like you need to be strong. But yeah, definitely new love coming in for you. Pisces Scorpio rising, I feel like it's a wish, so I feel like it will be very happy for you. You will be very happy. There is what I'd say. Beautiful Akitas, I feel like you would be happy, is what I'd say to you. So, I feel like you would be happy. Chris, will Luke Bryan be my date for Daughter's Money? I don't know. I feel like you might be going alone, if I'm being honest, with that card, Chiron. Fortnite, yeah, I feel like it will go okay, is what I'd say to you. I feel like you'll be kind of like lying low, is what I'd say to you, but I feel like it'll go okay. Mark, thank you so much for the card. And I pulled you the Page of Swords, Mark. So, Page of Swords for you. Debbie, I feel like it's possible, so, yeah. Lenice Jones, thank you for the super chat. How will your party go? I feel like, well, first off, stay out of your head about it. Don't overthink it, is what I'd say. But I feel like it'll go very well. Yeah, really well. So I feel like it'll go very, very well for you. But I would say, you know, no expectations is what I'd say to you there. All right. Marianne, is there love with me and the Capricorn? Yes, definitely. Two of Cups, soulmates. So, and happiness. So, love and happiness. So, yes, is what I'd say to you. Deja, I feel like he's attracted to you, so I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I would just approach, flirt, wink, date, something. I feel like it'll go well for you, is what I'd say. Hey, Zara, you say, will Virgo contact after we broke up? I would say no. I feel like there's like a water sign coming in for you, or there could be another earth sign, but I would say I do feel like there is new love coming in for you. Lisa Weber, yes, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. But you say, can't find link card for X Owen Cancer. Three of Pentacles. I feel like this would Lisa Weber, I feel like this would take like a lot of work, is what I'm going to say to you, Lisa. Yeah, I almost feel like you'd be better off like moving on to somebody else, because like this is a card of like a closed door, you know? So it says like it would require a lot of work to get this door to open back up. But the Fool says, take a leap of faith towards new love. Yeah, I feel like there's new love coming in for you, is what I'd say. Chandelina, thank you for the super chat. Does this Leo man I'm interested know I exist or have any interest? You have the Chariot and the World. Yeah, these are two very good cards, Chandelina, but I feel like you need to go ask them. People always ask me, like, should I tell so-and-so I like them? I'm like, what, are you just going to, like, pretend that you don't for the rest of your life? Or are you going to, like, actually open up and tell them? It's like, if you like somebody, just tell them. Just get over and done with. Who cares? You're not going to die. I always say this. Like, whenever I think about doing something, I say, am I going to die? No? Okay, then go do it. That's what I feel like you need to do here, is what I'd say. Franks, thank you for the super chat. You have the Sun, so amazing, Franks. Celebration, happiness, best card in the deck as well. So I feel like there's going to be like a lot of happiness, celebrations, good times. So yeah, looks amazing, is what I'd say to you. And yeah, there's really not much else. Could be a lot of attention as well. Could be very attractive at the end of the month as well. Or you could be attracting love into your life, is what I'd say. Jen, you have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like I do feel better flow, more money coming in for you. I feel like you have a choice financially, but I do feel like there's more money coming in for you. Jayla, you have the Eight of Cups. I feel like you are walking towards new love. Yeah, I feel like you could be walking towards somebody who's older than you, I feel like they're very successful, hardworking. So this could be love coming in for you, or new love coming in for you. Cynthia Vale, I don't know, too much conflict is what I would say here. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. I'd be patient at this time. I feel like there is love coming in for you, but I'd just be patient is what I'd say. Lena96, I would say, yeah, yes, is what I'd say to you. Kamisha, hello. And you have the Eight of Wands. I feel like there's about to be, Kamisha, I feel like things are about to speed up for you. So I feel like things are about to get moving forward like a lot faster in your life is what I'd say there. The Psycho Reader, yeah, I feel like you've been waiting for a long time, but yes, I feel like you will. Chandelina, thank you again for the super chat. I feel like good is what I'd say. I feel like this is a card of luck, card of happiness, card of good things coming in. So I feel like things are going to go well is what I'd say to you. So, yeah, looks good. Sally Harvey, will I get my house? Yeah, I feel like you will. So, yes. Norma Jean, thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Sandy Rose, you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like you need to release burdens. I feel like you need to release things that you are holding on to, is what I'd say here. So I feel like you're holding on to too many responsibilities. I feel like you have to let them go. Miss Mercy, hello, by the way. And you say, please pull a card for me about love life. Any committed man out there? I feel like you're letting go of the past. Yeah, I feel like there's a water sign coming in for you. I feel like this is somebody who sweeps you off your feet, Miss Mercy. So I do feel like there's love coming in for you. Gina, how does he think I feel about him? Heartbroken is what I'd say. So I feel like he feels that you are heartbroken over him, for sure. So thank you, Gina. Tomasello, whatever your name is. Will my ex Virgo come back? I would say no. I feel like there's like a fire sign coming in for you. Ray Del Sol, thank you. And no. I feel like you need to open up is what I'd say to you. So yeah, I feel like you should open up. Ray is what I'm gonna say here. Seven of Wands, card of opening up. Nine of Wands, card of persistence and not giving up. So I feel like saying no. Really is what I'm going to say there. Lisa Milan, I should be sleeping. Please tell me yes or no. Is he here with me? I would say no. Absolute Zero. You have the Seven of Cups. I feel like you need to focus on one thing that you want in your life. And I feel like you'll get it. All right. Vanessa, thank you for the super chat. You have the King of Wands. I feel like there could be a fire sign coming in for you. I do feel like this isn't love as well, Vanessa. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be getting a call. Or you could be moving towards your true calling as well with this card is kind of like what I feel. But I feel like you need to move towards your true calling is what I'm going to say. But yeah, I don't know. That looks pretty good to me, Vanessa. Honey York. Yeah, definitely is what I'd say to you. So yes, no doubt about it. I feel like you will. Yeah. Romina, I would say no. I feel like you're moving on to someone new, Romina, as well. So I would say no. That's what I'm going to say there. Right. All right. Cynthia, thank you. I really appreciate it. Teresita, can I have a card pulled for tomorrow, my Libra? You have the Three of Cups celebration. So exactly the card I got right there. Yeah, I feel like there could be a celebration for you, or there could just be happiness. Could be more happiness coming in for you tomorrow. I like it. Yeah, new beginnings. Total new beginnings for you tomorrow. So that could be interesting. Maybe you just feel better tomorrow. Kamisha, I would say no. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I feel like saying no. Amy, went up too fast. Anything for me? Will my man commit? I would say yes. Evelyn, I feel like you're going to find out. I'm not really getting an answer for you, Evelyn, if I'm being honest. So, and sometimes we just don't get answers, but, I feel like saying yes, but I also don't feel an answer. Irini, can you see, please, with my hormones go up and down, my thyroid problem, or is it something else? I feel like you need to go to the doctor, so I would just go to the doctor. I'm not comfortable answering certain health questions, so I'm not going to answer it. Romina, I would say no. Anastasia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my new job go for the next year or so? I would say yes. I feel like you can make it go for the next year. So I feel like you need to, make sure that they want you. I would make sure that they understand that you want to keep going for the next year. So I feel like you need to tell them, like, what you want here. So I would say yes is what I'm going to say to you. But I feel like you need to tell them, like, hey, I want to be here for, like, the next year. So I would just do it. Yeah, you have the door as well. New beginning. So that looks really good. Christina, I would say yes. I feel like you'll be committed. So yeah, I feel like you're soulmates almost. The devil can be a good card. You have the devil, which just says you could be, kind of like bound together is what I'd say. So it's like kind of says there is a strong connection. Jody Briggs, you have the historian. I think you need to trust the past. Capricorn always gets this card, Jody. Let's see. Miss De Niro, I would say PM for sure is what I would do if I were you. But, all right, everybody, I'm going to cut this off here. I'm not seeing a lot more questions. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me just fix this real quick. I will, of course, be back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, make sure to come back tomorrow. I will be here. But good night, everybody, and thank you for being here.